Desiree Garrett, and I am currently pursuing a Master's of Arts in Human Services Counseling with an emphasis in family advocacy through Liberty University's online program. For the class, Human Services Counseling 511, Group Dynamics, my classmates and I were asked to put our knowledge to the test by developing and leading a group of our own. My group meetings participants were fellow expecting military spouses. I asked for interested participants via Facebook on the Marine Corps spouse page, and interestingly enough, several local Marine spouses were interested in attending the meeting. The meeting was held on Monday, September 23rd, 2019 at 7:30 p.m. in a common area at base housing. For the meeting, I gathered 20 chairs and put them in a circle formation, and I greeted each woman individually as they entered the room. In total, I had 13 participants, and I felt that this was a pretty awesome turnout considering I only advertised via Facebook a week before. The group was created to encourage and empower other pregnant military spouses that may be far away from family or have an employed spouse. I understand that this time can be difficult when you are far away from family or your spouse is overseas. However, I felt that this group could be beneficial to those who were struggling with becoming independent and struggling with the thoughts of not having anyone near during labor or other issues that may arise during pregnancy. I started the meeting with a quick introduction about myself, and I encouraged the members to follow. I asked them to tell us their name, their due date, the gender of their child, and their spouse's command. As we learned about rounds from Jacobs, Skimmel, Mason, and Harville, I felt that this was something beneficial that I could use in my group. I asked the 13 participants to use one word or a brief phrase to describe how they felt about labor. I thought that this was a good question to ask because it could also kind of give some humor to the group, and trust me, it did not disappoint. Those ladies were so funny at some of the words and the phrases that they used when they were describing how they felt about giving birth. But you know what they say, laughter is good for the soul. I had no problem getting the ladies to participate in open discussions as they were all eager and willing to be there. In all honesty, I was pretty nervous about leading a group all on my own, but as I mentioned, my participants were understanding and willing to participate. Overall, I felt like I did an exceptional job at utilizing my knowledge from the class and putting it into a real-life scenario. Not only my knowledge from the class and the videos, but also my knowledge of my observations from my Alcoholics Anonymous group. I learned a lot about how to be an effective group leader, and I feel like I did a good job at that. The main highlight of my leading experience was that I had a great group of women, as I've mentioned several times, who were just willing and ready to talk and ready to listen and ready to learn and build relationships. And I could not be more thankful for such a wonderful group of women who attended my meeting. I feel that if I can work on one aspect of my group leadership skills, I would say that I could do a better job at going at the pace of the participants instead of trying to shove too much information into one session. I think my group would have been more beneficial if I spread it out across several weeks, as mentioned, or as we learned in the book and the videos. That way we could work on building closer bonds with other women and kind of getting an update as their progress on like how they're feeling and everything. I feel like that would be better for the participants. So maybe I'll look into scheduling another one if the women are interested, just so I can gain more practice and so they can build bonds with other expecting women. I'll end my video with this verse, from Hebrews chapter 13, verse 16, and it says, "Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God." I pray that I can be an effective group leader by using empathetic listening and relating to my clients and truly understand where they are coming from and truly hear what they are saying, so that I can help them to overcome any barriers or obstacles that they may be facing. And my desire is to see people progress, not only with their mental health, but in their growth and their walk with Christ. Thank you for listening.